Thank you so much, Miss Eliza Taylor, our courtside reporter. At nagbabalik nga tayo dito sa ating third series, Happy Feet Emperors versus Laos Playbook Esports Eagles. So again, TDZ and Leo, man, ngayon ko lang talaga naisip na talagang yung dalawang coach ng dalawang teams ka dito is talagang isa sa mga malulupit na coaches na talagang ready silang ibigay lahat ng mga knowledge and ideas for our players just to execute it well.
Now that you mention it, yung dinadala nilang experience, wisdom, intelligence, game knowledge, and of course execution, medyo mana-animal.
Oo.
Diba kasi tama, diba? It's doggy, tsaka panda.
Pati panda.
Diba?
Oo, ano?
Makes sense. But then again, sabi nga ng ating very, very beautiful courtside reporter, the eagle has landed. And I'm sure everyone's eyes are already on the boys of Laos Auto Group Playbook Esports. As you should be when you're watching these two featured players. It's gonna be Exhort from Laos Playbook Esports, and of course Aaron from Happy Feet Emperors. Pareho silang mage.
Yes, man.
So you're most likely gonna see these two players in mid, and you know that's the heart of the map.
It's all about the movement and also all about the rotation. Since alam naman natin talaga na yung previous teams ng Laos is also one of the best teams who can pull off those easy rotations, and yung surprise factor talaga with the minds of their coaches, Coach Panda, iba talaga ang kayang ibigay, i-deliver sa ating table ngayon. And also with Doggy, it's also need to say.
I'm actually curious if the play style of Laos Auto Group Playbook Esports, the Eagles, are going to be a lot like how we know them from the previous leagues and championships that we've held, diba? In the Mobile Legends esports realm. Kasi kilala natin tong team na to eh. Basically, these players, they play in a certain way, and we expect a certain thing. But right now, here, in the Nationals, in Conference 2, baka sila talaga yung kailangan nating shot in the arm, kumbaga. Kasi kung itong Happy Feet Emperors, they're here to shake up the meta, baka meron tayong kailangan na kryptonite. Because last week, it was the day of... Last Sunday pala, I'm sorry. Parang ang dami na nangyari because of how things have changed, right? Last Sunday, everyone went 2-1. Everyone went 1-2. Ayaw nila magpatibag. But today is the day of 2 zeros.
That's true.
Tingnan natin kung that's gonna be the same way for this matchup.
Yep. I'm really expecting a lot, especially for both of these teams right here. Pero tingin ko talaga, there's a big possibility since yung first series and second series natin more of a 2-0, more of a one-sided game. But I'm really excited. I want to see kung talagang kaya bang i-2-0 ng dalawang teams yung isa't isa.
You know what? There's a lot that's similar about these two teams. I mentioned both coaches are animals, and now both of their teams essentially are birds. Diba?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they're going to be a lot in the same way, just like they are in those ways, in their play style. Because I'm wondering, the way HFE plays is very textbook, I'd say. I've watched the replays from last weekend, and yun nga, under Doggy's tutelage, sabihin natin, ang ganda ng fundamentals nila. But then again, there's a lot of wisdom and experience also on the back of LPE. The Eagles are not necessarily a new team. Bago sila sa The Nationals, but they've been around
Yung
the
mga
block.
players talaga.
Yeah.
Kumbaga parang yung connection ng mga players na-establish nila way back before.
Yeah.
So, tingin ko talaga, it's all about the drafting, indeed, and also the execution, kung ano yung preparation na ginawa nila since this is their own debut.
Speaking of the draft, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Game 1. Unang pipili dito at magbaban ang Happy Feet Emperors at sasagot naman ang Eagles. Here we go again with the 100%, well, not anymore kasi nga lumabas si Hylos today. But yeah, here we are seeing the Eagles, the Emperors
Your
just
team
prioritizing
is
the Hylos ban alongside Grok.
Yep. Again, well, nakita natin kanina, a very good example of a Hylos pick is the way that he can provide sustainable yung mga controls sila. The CC, the glorious pathway with the slow cooldown, ring of punishment, of course. Again, yung stackable slow niya, hindi lang movement speed and also the attack speed, and yung law and order. So, almost lahat ng skill set niya meron disabled. Kaya tingin ko yun yung isa sa mga underrated tanks na hindi natin napapansin previously on a different tournament. Pero ngayon, talagang pinakita ng Happy Feet Emperor, sila mismo nag-first pick nung first day. And it is also a very good ban here, removing the opportunity to use it against them.
Here we see on the other side though, the Eagles banning out Kimmy, wanting to avoid that cheese. Ayaw nila ng keso eh. Uso pa rin kasi dito sa The Nationals, yung Kimmy Digi, Kimmy Estes, Kimmy, just whoever you want, fill in the blank. Basta maka-early game ka. And We saw earlier today, Brenny Pro was able to get that through,
That's
diba? In the very capable hands of Doc Ribo. But right here, they also banned out the Selena,
Harith.
which opens up the Harith.
Oo nga eh. Kumaga parang nakakapagtaka
Your
kasi
team is
mas
picking.
prioritize nila yung Kaja. Pero tingin ko, from the previous series, napapansin ko dito, nag-first pick din yung Happy Feet Emperors na Kaja. Then, finalo up nila ng Chang'e. Kaso magiging problema dito is alam naman natin na si Harith is also still one of the meta heroes up until now. Kahit anong nerf mo dyan, kahit anong nerf mo sa Zaman Force niyan, he's still really mobile at ang laking effect talaga na kaya niyang ibigay or kaya niyang i-deliver sa table gamit lang yung kanyang Zaman Force.
Yeah, as shown earlier in that
X4
PSO
Lolita.
and Signal Ultra Warriors
Your
matchup,
team
diba?
is
Medyo
picking.
that second game was off the back of Desenia's Harith. So, with that being said, I'm wondering what the Emperors here are going to be answering the Harith with. But, let's see. Ang sunod naman nilang pinick
Your
up dito,
team is
ang Lolita at ang X-Borg. It's interesting to see X-Borg now not in the first slot. Diba sobrang init X-Borg in the past few weeks. Especially since he came out, everyone was saying X-Borg sobrang
Your
ganda ng
team is banning.
binibigay niya. And again, in other leagues, we see that X-Borg is hot.
Totoo.
But right now, it seems to be, ano na lang, parang niche pick, specific dapat.
Pati napapansin ko talagang kahit sa kahit sa mga rank games, kahit sa mga
Your
pub
team
games talaga,
is
mas
picking.
na-priorities pa rin talaga. But I think both of these teams right here just prioritizing their comfort picks. Meron na sila talagang mga naka-ready na playstyle na ito yung kailangan natin prioritize. Okay lang kahit ibigay natin yung X-Borg as long as meron tayong makuha natin yung mga comfort picks natin, yung mga ni-ready natin for this kind of matchup.
And I understand why. It's because you're
Kufra.
facing an enemy
Your
that you don't
team
know.
is
That's
picking.
true.
So, pareho silang walking into the dark eh. So, dapat meron kang sandata na alam mong gamitin kahit na naka-blindfold ka. Diba? And I think that's what we're seeing right here. We're seeing the carry, the Harith, the Kaja, the X-Borg, the Lolita, very specific yan eh. You need to be able to have a strategy or a lineup that will use it to its best. But let's talk about these bans first before we go into the second phase of picking. Akai taken out alongside Chang'e.
That's good. Again, with Chang'e, well, as I mentioned earlier, especially previously on the previous series against the Happy Feet Emperors, talagang mas pinaprioritize nila yung Chang'e
Your
plus
team is
dun sa Kaja
picking.
pickup. So I think for sure merong idea dito yung Laos, yung Eagles. So they will remove it and kung parang binibigyan nilang opportunity yung Happy Feet Emperors na gumamit ng iba pa. Which is really surprising. Zask ang pinili nilang mage for Happy Feet Emperors, which is, I think, really effective as well. Why? It is because Zask can use his worm, yung kanyang yung first skill niya para mag-dish out ng structural damage. Ang dami rin niyang kayang ibigay. Objective, it will be much more easier for Happy Feet Emperors to secure those objectives.
True.
Pati yung range, yung pang scout out niya gamit yung mga parang bomba
Yeah.
na nakalagay sa baba.
Like an auto alarm bomb from
Yeah,
Biggie,
auto-alarm bomb,
right?
yes, indeed.
Iniiwan mo lang eh. But yeah, on the other side though, we have the Eagles picking up a Cho and that's a Kufra. A Kufra. That's crazy that Kufra was picked in the later half of the phase.
That's true.
So that just shows you what the strategy is for these two teams. Granger, ang huling pinili naman ng Happy Feet Emperors, which is okay. They really needed the core there. I'm still getting over the fact na pumasok na si Zask sa ating meta dito sa The Nationals.
Well, nakita ko rin siya sa sa mga ibang tournament, which is international tournament. Effective din talaga yung Zask dito. Kasi kung sakali meron kang Masha, almost the same siya ng Zask eh. Ang Masha, kaya niyang umikot sa mapa, kaya niyang mag-force ng reactions sa other team.
With Arrival.
With Arrival. With Zask, it's almost the same. Parang sobrang bilis niya mag-melt ng turrets, which is also can bring up attention sa opposite team na okay, kailangan natin i-defend to. Pati sa team fight, yung stun niya, ang laking bagay na nun. Kumbaga, well, even though kahit sobrang liit lang, pero yung haba ng stun niya is, kapag naiboto mo siya ng tama, ang daming heroes sa pwedeng stun, and that give a lot of opportunity for Happy Feet Emperors to secure or at least do a cleanup.
Which is an interesting solution to the problem presented by the Eagles. Kasi nga, binan nila yung Chang'e.
Yeah.
And I believe that Chang'e is a nice pocket pick previously. Ngayon, medyo meta na siya
Oo.
for the Emperors. And they solved that problem with a single hero in Zask. Di ba? Pinili nila si Zask, medyo sinasagot nila yung Masha. And of course, they get their medyo alternative to Chang'e missing. Because there's still a lot of range involved when you're playing a Zask.
That's true.
And yun yung strength ni Chang'e, that you're able to just click a meteor shower, okay, dito lang ako, bahala kayo, you're gonna hurt. If you come in, you're gonna get stunned by Zask. If you come in, you're gonna get hit by those bombs that he lays. And medyo maganda nga yung kanya mobility and of course, his capability to survive team fights that he has no business doing so. Kasi nga, yung turret niya essentially gives him a second life.
That's true. Pati kumbaga parang ang dami yung pwedeng gawin talaga ng Zest dito. Kumbaga, hindi mo na kailangan puwersahin yung mga marksman mo na kailangan mong, okay, mag-take down tayo ng early turrets. Maganda rin yung pang-secure ng map advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 1 between Happy Feet Emperors and Laos Playbook Esports. Here we go. Lastly engaging early on against Doggy and Vern. TDC, pakilala natin ang ating mga players bago pa lumala ang bakbakan because it seems like these two teams are hot.
Sobrang init nga naman talaga. Happy Feet Emperors playing the blue side. We have Doggy para sa Kaja niya. Vern naman sa Lolita. Rene J on the X-Borg. Aaron playing the Zask and Danielle on the Granger.
For the Eagles, it's Lasti on that Kufra, Rio on the Harith, Kilowash on the Masha. Si Bimo naman ang ating Cho. Kilalang kilala tong Bimo Cho na ito.
Oh, man.
And of course, Exhort on that carry. I love Exhort here. Medyo flex siya because he was labeled as a mage and we all know him as a really good mage. But now he's showing a little bit more na core. Kaya ka rin mag-core. So I'm gonna play the carry.
Pati mas tingin ko mas mas okay na adjustment yan kapag ikaw yung mage player kasi mas alam mo yung kung paano ka umikot sa buong mapa, kung paano mag-apply ng pressure. So alam mo rin kung paano ka mag-play safe sa early game. So maganda rin talaga siyang pang switching especially for those roles right here. Pero at the moment, ang laki ng ang ganda ng laning phase ng both teams natin. Nakikita natin si Carry, binabantayan niya lang si X-Borg, which is also maganda rin pang counter sa X-Borg para mawala agad yung kanyang armor.
Here we go. Lasti with the bouncing ball to disengage. Rio papasok with that dash. Pero mukhang skirmish lang ito mga kaibigan. Lasti way too low but up top. Let's look at this right now. Renegade using Last Insanity as defense mechanism para makatakas kay Exort at kay Bimo. Check it out. Exort right now, level 4. At medyo maganda ang tingin ng EXP on the side of the Eagles kasi mas marami na sa level 4. But here's Kilowash taking so much damage from Daniel. Point blank. Binabarel. Brya!
Pati sobrang bilisan din talaga. Masha understands that, okay, sige, pwede tayong pumasok sa loob ng brush area since tatlo yung HP bar natin. However, Rio here with the 7-4 trying to take out Daniel. But sobrang bisa talaga ng mobility niya with the chrono dashes. But Extort on the backside, getting that sandwich play, securing the first blood on the hands of LPE.
Surprise! Very good for Exort here kasi nga that's gonna go towards his early game, make him build his core items much faster. And of course, no one was expecting for him to be in the back like that.
Man. Ako, pati hindi mo talaga na-expect na nandun ka agad yung carry. However, a little bit of skirmishes here. Bimo might go down with the flicker out. Talagang safe na safe ka agad siya. Hive clones. Perfect execution by Aaron, just removing this opportunity. Or parang itarap lang din siya sa loob ng Nightmare Spawn. So Nightmare Spawn perfectly placed as well. And also with a nice arrival here from Burns, trying to stop Kiluwas to dish out damage on this tier 1 turret.
Here we go in the mid though. Zaman Force has been committed already by Rio to defend against 3 heroes and he is successful. Mga kaibigan, napakaganda nga naman ng galawan dito. Parang tit for tat, sasagutin kita, pero babawi rin ako.
Oo, talagang bigayan lang kumaga. Pero hindi rin magpapatalo. Naghahanap yung dalawang teams ng paraan para hindi masayang yung engagement nila. Just like what happened earlier. Diba sa carry, hindi natin ina-expect na nandun ka agad siya. So, talagang naghahanap yung dalawang team ng pagkakataon para lang masulit yung bawat oras na nag-i-engage sila.
I'm liking what Doggy is doing here. He has that mask, so he's able to move around the map much more faster. But Lasti being used with the DJ. That's the Divine Judgment. At mukhang magsasurvive si Lasti. Pero tatapusin ni Daniel. That's gonna go towards his Bounty Hunter getting that kill. And here we go, 1v1 up top. Kilowash versus Rene J. By the looks of it, medyo stalemate yung top lane.
Oo. Ano talaga yan? Kumbaga, naghihintay lang sila na maubos yung mga resources nila. For example, yung Fragago armor ni X-Borg. Once na naubos yung Fragago armor ni X-Borg, atras siya onte, maghihintay siya ulit ng another opportunity. Which is also the same with Masha. Since tatlo yung HP bar niya, yung HP bar niya, kapag naging isa na lang, aatas muna siya ng onte. Wait for 5 seconds and then use the HP restoration.
Life recovery, right? Life recovery is so good. I don't know how Rene J here is going to manage that. But here we go. Kilowatt potentially seeing a 3-man gang dashing out. Ang ganda talaga ng flicker kay Masha. Given that she has a Thunderclap to close gaps, pwede rin siya mag-flicker out para humabol or tumakas. Off-screen, ladies and gentlemen, down below, Rio taking out Aaron. And here's a big team fight. Last Insanity in the middle of 4 members. Mo tatakbo na si Rene J. But they are underneath their own tower. So medyo lugi dito ang
Yung
Eagles.
HEP.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
indeed.
then again, they are going to take some damage here, and they are going to lose BMO alongside Renegade. It's a 2-for-1 trade, and it seems like the Eagles are going to win that. Wala naman tatalo nga naman sa Torre.
Totoo nga naman talaga. Kumbaga parang hirap pumasok din dyan. Kumbaga kailangan mo mag-delegate ng maraming hero para lang ma-secure yung kill yun. And while that is happening though, Daniel securing the turtle away from LPE, getting that first turtle take, at tingin ko ang laking opportunity din nun para sa Happy Feet Emperors na makapag-farm na makapag-farm. And also, giving enough time for this Zaz to get his, at least, I think that is a Feather of Heaven for his first item here. And once he got that, should be enough to fight, getting that additional damage and also the attack speed for his Nightmare spawn.
Okay, again, 5 minutes into game 1 of the second series that they've ever played in, and HFE is once again redefining the meta. Di ba? Feather of Heaven on a Zaz?
Yeah.
In game 1 against a team like this, it's ridiculous, but Doggy taking so much damage from Exort. He's gonna go down. Zaman Force being committed right here underneath the turret, charging up that Numenon blast. It gets cancelled. BMO with the way of the dragon. Mukhang babagsak dito si Daniel. He needs to back out of here kasi medyo malaki ang range ni Rio. Last Insanity
Naku.
sa gitna ng tatlo at mukhang hindi pa enough para patayin si Lasty at mukhang magbaback out na dito. They'll take that kill. Doggy is good enough for the Eagles.
Pati nakita mo naman talaga yung pagkakagamit ng spells, yung Nightmare spawn ni Zaz dito. Tagang nilalagay niya on top dun sa may turret para kung sa, kasi ang hirap sa yung one of the mechanics of the Nightmare spawn. Kapag tumama siya ng 3 beses sa hero, dun papasok yung Death Ray. Yung continuous damage, magical DPS na sobrang sakit nun. Isipin mo kahit yung tanks magme-melt, it will force the tanks to at least itemize, go for that magical defense para lang mag-survive doon. Plus, if you've used the Dominator's Descent, yung ultimate niya, yung malaking Nightmare spawn, sobrang dali mo makakuha ng stun.
Ooh, Kilowashi taking so much damage. Point blank once again from Daniel. He gets the kill. Pero sa gitna naman mukhang bumabawi dito ang Eagles. It looks like Lasty is going to use that ball to defend. And here comes Rio. Zaman Force, sulit na sulit, ladies and gentlemen. Vern here trapped between 3 members alongside Doggy. Is there enough damage to finish off the
Daniel.
left people? Oh my God, BMO looking really low. At ang babagsak na siya. Daniel gets the kill. Doggy binawian ni Rio. Rio going down. Daniel gets the kill. Sobrang farm na ng Granger natin dito.
Wow.
He gets a triple kill. Down goes the ball. Exort waiting. Kaya ba ni Exort to?
Tingin ko mahihirapan siya since meron Nightmare spawn doon. Ang ganda! Gusto kong sabihin talaga dito, kudos para kay Aaron. Ang ganda ng pagkakalagay niya ng hives nung after niya gamitin yung Dominator's Descent. Nakapapansin natin 3 kaagad lumalabas dito. However, he'll be brought down by Extort here. But medyo miscalculation dito para kay Carry. Hindi niya napansin na cooldown na kaagad yung Rhapsody ni Granger. So, again, the lifesteal from Granger. Sabi nga natin dito kanina, ang bilis, ang dami niyang way para makakuha ng HP. Going out and then going back with the BOD and also with the Bloodlust Axe pickup.
That's crazy. At on the other side naman, tingnan natin tong ating carry on Exort. Not doing bad himself. Sitting at a 3-1-2 at mukhang pabuo na ang kanyang golden staff, I believe.
Yeah.
That should be that next item over there after the Endless Battle. It's nothing though compared to 6-0-1 on Daniel Granger.
Totoo yun.
Grabe yun.
Pati kung sa pabilisan ng gamit, mas lamang talaga si Daniel kasi dahil nga sa Bounty Hunter, that's 80 additional gold per kill. So, medyo lamang siya ng 240 with Extort. However, when it comes to scaling, mas maaga talagang mag-scale up yung Granger compared to Carry because again, Carry needs to get at least 2 core items. Maybe kapag nakakuha agad siya ng golden staff, doon pa lang talaga siya magkakaroon ng DN when it comes to basic attacks. But again, with Granger, isang Rhapsody lang, plus the Death Sonata, he can easily breach the back lines.
Oh, here we go. BMO getting caught out by 4 members. But then again, sobrang mobile nga naman ng Cho na ito. And here we go. He's trying to defend. And he
apat
gets 1 member into that way of the dragon. This is a 2v4 situation, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be Lasty looking really low. Taken out by Aaron, ladies and gentlemen. BMO just barely alive. Rio taken out Aaron. Medyo bawi. 1-for-1 trade. Rio using his Zaman Force already. Pero nabutas na ang Eagles.
Ganun na kadali na makabutas kapag meron kang Zaz. However, while that's happening though, Doggy able to flicker out or use the lightning bolts to get out of that very sticky situation. While going back rather, si Aaron talaga, when it comes to itemization, Feather of Heaven plus the Holy Crystal, sobrang sakit na kaagad ng damage ng Nightmare spawn niya. Nakita natin kanina, the way he positioned his Nightmare spawn perfectly, at yun din, nagko-compensate din kasi talaga sa drafting ng Happy Feet Emperors eh. So sabi natin kanina, mas mabilis mag-online yung Granger. again, with this Rhapsody, plus the Death Sonata, they also have enough control with the Kaja. If you want to play with the Kaja talaga, you need to go hyper aggressively, and this is the draft that you really want if you want to go with that.
Yep, dapat nang gugulang ka, and Doggy has been doing good so far with that. And here we see Doggy and Vern just watching out for this perimeter while they go for this early Lord take. I mean, Lord comes up at 8 minutes, so if you do it 2 minutes in with a close match like this, pwede na yan. Here comes Lasty hitting nothing but air alongside Kilowash up top. Panoorin natin siya. Nagde-defend na dito si Rene J at takbong magnanakaw lang dito ang ating Masha.
Sobrang bilis na lang habulin niya, tapos meron pa siyang flicker.
I've seen this so often na more so now that we see Masha in our professional leagues. This is exactly the way you play Masha, di ba? You try to snatch and steal towers where you can, tapos takbo ka lang. And you can't be chased.
More on objective. Pero surprise! Mayroong 4 na nandun, pero nabuhay pa rin si Vern. Again, with this bulwark, enough na yun para ma-survive yung damage ng LPE. But are they ready for this Lord marching into the middle lane? Doggy, punong-puno pa rin yung HP niya. Pero naghahanap siya ng main target. Tapos si Daniel naman sa backline, sa gilid rather. Binabackstop niya lang si Lasty. Sisigurado niya na wala silang mahuhuli. But the damage.
Yep, this is like the end for the Eagles, and that is a quick take of that core straight through mid by Happy Feet Emperors. Congratulations. Again, each member of the team just gave and contributed, and medyo masyado nag-invest yata yung LPE doon sa split push na ginagawa ni Kilowash.
Ito yun. Pati kasi, kumbaga, ang hirap talagang sabayan ng composition nila. Kasi bukod sa main hero na Zask, meron ka pang Nightmare Expo na kailangan patayin na sobrang hirap siyang patayin kapag sa early game, kailangan talaga magkaroon ng items. And looking at the composition here, kaya nilang lumaban sa when it comes to team fight. Si Rene J, kamit yung kanyang Last Insanity. At si Daniel, ang bilis niya agad mag-online. 9,700, almost 10,000 net worth. And meron agad siyang items. Almost, pupunta pa nga yata siya ng Endless Battle kung saan. But with the Raptor Machete plus the Bloodlust Axe, online ka agad siya.
I guess this is the kind of game you can say whoever makes the bigger mistake will lose. Kasi tama naman yung ginagawa ng Eagles dito eh. I don't think there was anything that they failed to execute on. Kilowash was doing his job, diba? Split push, napakaganda nun.